Is she asleep upstairs? Awesome. Oh, come on. You have been here long enough to know that girl can sleep through anything. Don't you remember when Mr. Johnson crashed his car into his garage next door and it woke up everyone within earshot? Except for Allie. And you went up and thought she was dead and called me and the... No, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I guess my point was just that when she's out, there's nothing outside of a screen right next to her ear that'll wake her up. Yeah, it is. She's gotten 3 tardies in the past month, and I've had to resort to literally doing the pots and pans thing that you see in movies. Luckily, she likes it, and we kind of make a little marching band game out of it, so it works for us. 1 second. Here is your fare for the evening. No, it is right. I'm not going to let you walk out of here with anything less. You have no idea how big it was for you to cover for me at the last minute like this. My boss has been putting me into a corner to get a good number of files entered into the system, and if it hadn't been for being able to stay late tonight, I don't think I would have been able to get it done. So consider it as me showing you just how grateful I am. Thank you, because if you put up even more of a fight, I would have given you even more money until you stopped, and private education is very expensive. So are you heading out? Oh, no, I'm not trying to force you out of here. I just figured you probably have better places to be on a Sunday night. Well, if you want to stick around for a little while, I would love the company. Plus, I can give you an extra form of payment for tonight. How do you feel about burritos? Excellent, because I'm about to make 3 of them. 1 for you, 1 for me, and most importantly, 1 for Allie's lunch tomorrow. What can I say? There's no days off for dad duty. Are you good with chorizo? Because that's been the major food kick Allie has been on. Oh, she adores it. She had it in a breakfast taco last week, and we have not looked back since. I mean, look at all that chorizo. Hey, I did not corrupt her, so it just happens to be my favorite meat. You have no evidence whatsoever, so good luck proving that in court. So, just did have to ask, did she give you any trouble tonight? I know she never does, but I always feel like I should at least ask the question. Because honestly, I feel like the luckiest guy in the world. I talk to my friends who are just having kids, and they have to deal with the terrible twos and a bunch of sleepless nights, and I never had to deal with any of that. I was just blessed with the most perfect angel who makes everything a game and makes my day every single time I see her. I adopted her when she was 5, and it will be 3 years on the 25th. You've never asked me these types of questions before. Okay, so I guess it has been a year now. It's only fair at this point. Do you mind if I finish making these burritos first? The pan can get pretty loud, and even though I know she won't wake up, it just feels weird yelling when I know somebody's asleep in the house. Awesome. I mean, you've never asked me to make you something. Otherwise, I would have. It's not my fault you didn't take interest in my amazing cooking skills. It's not really interesting. I was broke in college and my roommate worked at Aldi, so we got super discounted food from there, and I just kinda learned how to cook. Seriously, I am glad you liked it though. Ah, I see even my delectable cooking isn't going to prevent the questions, is it? I adopted for a couple of reasons. The most prominent one is that I have a lot of alcoholism in my family, and I don't know how I would be able to live with myself if I brought someone into the world with something that I've seen destroy so many people. I know I'm not one, but the fact that I know I carry that gene somewhere inside me is a risk I would just never, ever be willing to take. It's okay. You were genuinely curious and you didn't know the answer would get that dark. My uncle died from it when he was young, and seeing how that can affect the people that loved him 12 years later, I just can't. The other reason is more basic and less hard-hitting, but the fact is that most girls my age either don't really want kids or aren't ready for them. Hey, cool it, okay? I need you. Calm down immediately. I'm only 26, and when I adopted Allie, I was 23. I even had my long-term girlfriend break up with me when I brought up adopting because she thought we were in different places in our lives. And we were. I was in a place where I lucked into a job that pays me well enough to support the two of us with ease, and I had no interest in doing anything else but spending time with her. The only real social outings I have nowadays are PTA meetings where I get uncomfortably hit on by 50-year-old women for an hour and a half. And I wouldn't change it for the world because whenever I see Allie smile, I know that this is where I'm meant to be. Oh God, you are really asking the hard-hitting questions. Okay. Well, yeah, I've been single ever since I adopted her. At first, it was because I was spending all my time making sure she was comfortable and felt supported and loved and learning how to really be a father. I just didn't have time for it. And now I don't want to integrate another figure into her life that would kind of uproot the consistency we have going on here. I don't want to put her through that. What about you? Oh my gosh, she did not. I told her that in confidence. I can't believe she would conspire against me like that. Do I have to answer? Do I? You remember how nervous I was when I was interviewing you? I hadn't seen any good candidates for the past couple days, and you were the last one of the night. You interviewed well, and you were definitely above the pack, but I still wasn't really convinced. Hey, you got to embarrass me. Let me finish my point. Eventually, though, I took you to meet her, and something inside of you just switched. You had this expression of pure glee on your face, and you integrated right into her world perfectly. I had never seen anyone do that. My own mom couldn't even do that. But you did it like it's something you've been doing for your whole life. I hired you on the spot, and over the past year, I've seen you build a bond with her that's simply amazing. She loves you to death, and you love her. Sometimes when I get home, I hide in the hallway for a couple minutes just to hear the two of you giggling and talking each other's ears off. And there's nothing, and I mean nothing, more attractive to me than someone who loves the person that I care the most about in this world almost as much as me. It's not just that, though. I've also seen you grow and become even more insightful and curious about the world around you. I've seen you gain a certain level of confidence and maturity that isn't common in, anyone. It was like right before me, you were transforming into the only person that I could ever see myself being with. So yeah, she was not lying to you. I really, really like you. I totally understand if you don't feel the same and you want to keep the relationship professional or you don't want to work the job at all, but since she told you and you told me, I figured I had to say something about it. I mean, I guess I could make you chorizo every day, but on one condition, and that is that we'd start cooking together. So, are you saying that you're interested in me too? Wait, so you're telling me that Allie didn't blow my spot up, but she actually wingmaned for me? She really is amazing, isn't she? You're pretty amazing too. Thanks. So, do you wanna maybe cuddle up and watch something? Maybe you could even spend the night? Nice. Okay. Let me go change into some sweats first and maybe get you a sweatshirt or something. You absolutely cannot come. Not until after the first date, at least. Okay, I'll be right back, sweetie.